Hello and welcome to everyone. Vladimir, the Bulgarian Cowboy, Vlad is speaking. And right now, I'm going live for this amazing thing. I'll just give a shout out on my Twitter. Hold on, just 1 second. Yes, видишь. Okay, just a second. Okay. Alright, I have to give a shout out on my Twitter. Just give me 1 second. About this Bellator event, I will be trying to be as quick as possible. 1 second, please. Twitter. Kind of hard to type with this glove, but alright, that's the way it goes, guys. Yeah, there it is. So I'm really much trying to get into the spirit of things as much as possible, and I hope you will be pleased by my appreciation. Okay, that's it. Everything is going amazingly. There you go, guys. There you go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is get myself ready and rock and roll. Just a sec. Okay, there I am, just to show you my gift. See, this is inked UFC glove, and this is UFC key lock, as well as you can see. So thank you, James, so much. You see, this is Ultimate Fighting Championship, as well as you see, and check this glove. You see, this is inked by Jay Kallenberger. So for everybody who believes that I need my hand to type, but just know my glove is around here. I need my hand to type, so, and this is also another present that I get, eye protection. Just the point is I need this hand to type, otherwise I'm gonna hold it here, so it's around here, and let's do rock and roll right now. So, let's see. Orlando Mendoza versus Jonathan Dilorenzo. I'm gonna be honest with this one. It's not that I'm super informed about these two guys, but the way I've seen, I think Mendoza to win. So Jonathan Mendoza to win is minus 310. That should be okay to me. And also, no, sorry, Jonathan Dilorenzo to win. Sorry, my mistake. Jonathan Dilorenzo to win. Lorenzo to win is... sorry, I've been at the training session. I'm a bit dazed right now. And if we want to look for a plus value, that's not going to be an easy one on this battle. But let me say... it's kind of hard to pick somebody to win inside the distance. Lorenzo versus Mendoza to go the distance is plus 110. Oh, Think Tank, how are you, man? Look at this. my UFC glove. I've got it finally. I got inked glove finally. So yeah, that's awesome, man. Really much awesome. How's everything doing? How's Bucky doing? How are you? Isaiah Hockett versus Theodore Matsuka. I pretty much believe Hockett gonna get this one. Yeah, I pretty much believe Hockett gonna get this one. So Isaiah Hockett to win is -305. I'd like Hockett via stoppage. I think Hockett via stoppage could be an okay pick here. How much is Hockett via stoppage? You can only go Hockett inside the distance. Plus 105 is Hockett inside the distance. So that's like, it's fair, it's kind of a fair odd, that to say. But on the other side, can't be that bad. I mean, let's be honest, can't be that bad. Let's just rock and roll, guys. Let's try to see other Corey Samuels versus Justin Montalvo. I have more belief in Montalvo in this fight. Yes, I have. Like, from what I've seen, Justin Montalvo maybe line is just too big, but maybe should be closer. I'm great being. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm very much good. What round did Bobby Knuckles win? I'm not sure that I understand question, Ilya. Like, what round? Robert Whittaker, yes, 2, 4, 5. Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Yes. Training with Akhmedov later. Awesome. 2, 4, and 5. I rewatched 2, 4, and 5. Sorry, I didn't understand question. Sorry, I didn't understand question. Let me see. Justin Montalvo. Great Akhmedov, please. I think Montalvo inside the distance. Nah, you can't get a good odd. Fuck it, man. No. I don't have good plus here. Hey, Dave, how are you, man? Oh, Dave, look at this, man. Look at this. And look at this, man. I've got new inked products. Rock and roll, baby. Yeah, rock and roll. I've got new inked products. That's awesome. Jordan Newman, Cody Herbert. Well, I have a big dilemma on this fight. Between Newman and Herbert, man, line is going heavily in the favor of Newman, but I'm scared. Honestly, I'm scared. Very much. I know who these guys fought, etc. I know Newman is a heavy hand, he's a great wrestler, but just have a bad feeling. Got a wrestler versus boxer. MMA bare knuckle. Yes, he is better on the ground, but what if this guy catches him with a big punch? Nice, thank you. It was even on the feet with Bobby Hay, more clean connections 2-4-5. Whittaker separated himself definitely with those rounds with effective grappling. Jim Miller is good value. Jim Miller is plus value, but I would not pick Miller. I think he will hardly finish Mota. Jim Miller is heavy plus. I think plus 155, plus 160. So yes, Ilya, you can call that one a robbery. You can call that one. I initially thought that Adesanya won 3-2, but then when I rewatched, I've seen that I made a mistake. Just consider that I was watching at 7 a.m. So yeah, line is heavily going in the favor of Newman. I mean, Newman to win is -7.6, so no value here. Let's say over 1.5. Newman versus Herbert. I mean, this is wrestler versus boxer. Why? These guys are giving heavy advantage to wrestler, which is... I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, this is like... It's insanity to give such a huge advantage. Like, let's say over 1.5 rounds is plus 105. This is the only plus value I can get here. Let's praise Bobby King. Oh, yeah. I'm praising the King. I'm very happy because he's fighting Makhachev. I know I picked Makhachev to win, but just to know, my heart wants Bobby to win. My heart wants Bobby to win, if that means something to you, Ilya. But my heart really wants Bobby to win. So I'm a fan of Bobby as well, as you know. I even tried to copycat his fighting style, which didn't work out for me, as well, as you know. But I realize now why is he holding his hands down. It's like distance fighting, I guess. Tricks. Diana Bennett versus Justin Kish. Tricky fight. Justin Kish is a former UFC fighter. How much is the fight goes the distance? Diana Bennett, Justin Kish. How much is fight goes to decision? Diana Bennett versus Justin Kish. Goes the distance is minus 225. Kish to win is plus 110. That's a good value. Bobby should be top 13-10. Should get a title shot after he beats Bobby. No, he shouldn't get a title shot. I agree with you, Ilya. He shouldn't get a title shot. Unfortunately, I don't see Bobby Green winning, but I can hope. Hope is the last one to die. So I hope you are right about that. Diana Bennett, Justin Kish to win. She is a slight underdog. No. Actually, I made a mistake. No. No. Kish to win is minus 130. That's okay, but if Kish wins, I hope to win inside the distance. But Diana Bennett is actually good with cardio, so let me see. Diana decision. Diana decision I like. I really like Diana decision. How much is that value? She is plus 110. Bennett decision. Plus 200. I like that one. Interesting. 25%. Yeah, that would be juicy. Listen, I'm a Bobby's fan, but I can't pick him. No offense, man. I'm Bobby's fan, but I cannot pick him. Don't take it wrong. And I hope you like my glove. By the way, this is inked by Jake Ellenberger, so I have a great friend who gave it to me, so really much awesome. Yeah, I have to back you up on that one. I have to back you up. You are right. Aviv Gozale versus Bobby King. Thank you, man. Aviv Gozale to win is... I don't think we're going to get a good odd Aviv Gozale to win. Minus 310. Minus 310. Minus 310. Gozale inside the distance. Minus 200. Gozale to win. Submission. Odd yet. That's my pick. Where did he get that glove? I don't know. He doesn't want to tell me. Ginge79, you've seen him. You've seen him in the chat. He sent me that. I don't know. He doesn't want to tell me where did he get it. He just says it's a present for my favorite YouTuber. So I don't know. You will have to ask him. Let me see. Yes, Aviv. How much is Aviv over? Fight will not go the distance. No. No, under. I can't get a good value here. Can't get a good value, unfortunately, on this one. So, sorry, guys. No big deal, but... yeah, that's the way it is. We'll hardly... Only plus value for Aviv Gozale would be if he wins via... like submission. Jalen Bates, Chris O'Donnell. I'm pretty much confident on Bates to win. Jalen Bates. Yeah. Bates to win. Minus 1125. Hey, thank you. Yes, I am. Look at this, Gus. Look at this. I've got some presents here. See? UFC merch, man. This is inked by Jay Kallenberger. So just thank you for stopping by. Thank you for shortly stopping by. Bates to win minus 1125. I'm confident to win, but even Bates inside the distance, not gonna go far. Nah, not going the decision. Bates inside the distance, no. Bates decision. Thank you. What Alec B will say about this one? I don't know. What will he say? Yeah, maybe. It's actually doing great. Yeah, Ginge sent me those gifts. So, and see this key lock. Just to show you this key lock. 1 second. See this? It's, you see, UFC Fight Club. He is a huge. You're good, Ilya. See, this is UFC merch. So, and I also got this. This is eye protection. I don't know where Ginge get this from. You will have to ask him when you see him in the chat. Also, Brennan Ward versus Brandon Bell. This one is tricky. Brennan Ward versus Brandon Bell. Ward to win minus 550. Brandon Bell to win for plus 400. I'm very doubtful. I'm very doubtful of Ward. Either that or Ward versus Bell to go the distance plus 275. That's also good odd. That's also good value. I think that's a good value. So I don't know. I afraid of this fight. If you ask me my personal opinion, just stay the fucking away from this fight. I have a very bad feeling about this fight. Mandel now, Nick Brown. Okay, this is the situation where I know more about fighters. So Mandel now minus 165. That's okay. Over 1.5 gonna work. This could easily go the distance. Mandel now, Nick Brown. They're pretty much. They're not that different. Like Mandel now 810. 6'0", 75 inches of reach out of Ottawa, Ontario. He defeated Ricardo Seixas via Superman punch, then low blow head against Sadavad, lost to Kilis Mota. But the guy knows to fight. He's a brawler. He has all the heart of this world. Nick Brown, Nikil, 12-1-0, 5'11", 72.5 inches. Now gonna have reach advantage, but let's be honest, Brown knows to grapple. But he knows to go the distance too. He can eat shots, and it's not easy to finish this guy. Maybe quite of a different fighting style, but it's hard to see quick finish in that one. Hey Vlad, any bets from you this weekend? You think about Bellator or for UFC? I already said I will do last minute picks and predictions tomorrow. I already said on Tuesday's stream, but yes, I do have some picks for UFC. And for Bellator, still making odds. Yes, I do have for UFC. Let me check. For UFC, let's say I'm most confident in Dacos and Porter. Yes, I put $5 on Dacos to win. That's one and only bet I made. I put $5 on Dacos. And I'm not going to get much in return. I'm gonna get like 7.50. So it's like $5 to win 7.50. So I'm gonna be in profit 2.50 if he wins, and that's all. That's all I put. So let me see. I'm confident in two of them. that's around it. Even Mario Bautista, Jay Perry, I would say Bautista, but like if you're asking me, my two most confident picks, Spark, Dakos and Porter. Also, Nala Brown to goes. Oh, that's tricky, man. I need some risky odd here. Nala Brown. Let me see. Nala Brown, let me think. Oof. Dobar si. Nala Brown to go the distance. Plus 105. Yeah. You're good, man. Nala Brown to go the distance. That's actually... I like Nala KO TKO plus 275. And I like Brown submission. I actually like Brown submission. Hence, it's hard to finish Nala, but Brown submission plus 375. I like that too. I mean, if you wanna go like, to go the distance is plus 105, but that's something I wouldn't parlay here, if you know what I mean. So that's not something. That's not something. How to say? That's not something I would play. Bobby Green has very big balls, but Islam is simply too good. Yes, I know, man, and I'm afraid that keeping his hands low is not a smart idea against Islam Makhachev. I mean, when you keep your hands low, it can help you stuff takedowns, but Islam is just too good with wrestling. He is just too good, and that could be a big problem when we consider that aspect of the game. Yeah, 200 plus, but he's gonna cut that weight. He's gonna cut that weight easily, so that's a big problem, I know. That's very much of a big problem. So it's like, how to say, could be tricky one. All right, we reached the main card. Just 1 second, I need to write something. Yes, yeah, go ahead. Unfortunately, Bobby cannot shoulder roll against punches from bottom position. No, he can't. Islam was simply partially sprawled for 4 rounds by Moses. Yes, partially. Everything is true, Ilya, but he's just too good on the ground, and that's something that irritates me too. You are not the only one who gets irritated, if you know what that means. But, unfortunately, I don't see Bobby winning, man. Devion Franklin versus Said Soma. Said to win. How much his fight starts round 3? No one? Soma to win is -1, I know. But let's say a risky pick, Franklin, KO, TKO. Franklin is already underdog, so if we go Franklin, TKO, KO, we're gonna get +1, I know. And normally Franklin to win is +160. So this pretty much makes sense. Yeah, Franklin KO TKO pretty much makes sense if you want to risk. Fighting Islam would be so frustrating. He counter-strikes until his opponent overcommits, then he uses his brutal grappling. Bobby Green can just stand, he can just stand and irritate him, if you know what I mean. He can just stand and irritate the guy and just do nothing. That would be a good strategy for him. Now the next one, if you'd like to risk Georgi Karakanyan versus Adam Piccolotti, I see Piccolotti winning. I don't see how Karakanyan could win this match, and I don't see the way simply. Piccolotti to win is -290. I don't see how Karakanyan could win this one. He's good at cutting more than 20% of his body mass, and lucky 155 isn't as good as 135 and 125. He can poke him. Well, he can. He has long hands. Hey, Leah, do you know why Bobby Green has so long techniques? I discovered it 3 days ago. He has a very long technique only because his shoulders are super relaxed. I found that out only 3 days ago. So that's one of the reasons why I'm training shitty technique but long reach. If you've seen my last 2 training sessions, shitty technique but long reach because my shoulders are extremely stiff. So that's one of the things that Prohashka and Green mastered. Long strikes. Long explosive strikes. Yes, Piccolotti to win -290. I don't know how Karakanyan can win this match. I really don't see the way. Even if it goes the distance, see Piccolotti decision. I don't know. Karakanyan's cardio is critical in later rounds, and Piccolotti is very hard to finish. Like even Piccolotti decision +105. +105. I don't know if it. I don't see Karakanyan win this one. Simply, no way. Koreshkov, chance rencontre. Koreshkov is in great shape, so Koreshkov to win is -350. I already said that. Koreshkov. Which method? He is a sambo fighter. How much is Koreshkov decision? Koreshkov inside distance +175. Koreshkov decision. Maybe Koreshkov inside the distance is +175. Koreshkov decision is +110. I have a dilemma between those 2 methods. I just have a dilemma between those 2 methods, but I see Koreshkov winning. Like Chance Rencontre is a good fighter, but I think Koreshkov is in better shape at the moment, and Chance is way behind his prime. So that's one of the reasons to believe that this might not be the best pick if you pick Chance Rencontre to win. I don't see him winning. Logan, Storley, Neyman, Gracie. Many people believe fight could go into round 3. And also fight goes into round 5. That's also true. Neyman Gracie is a favorite. Over 4.5 rounds -120. Fight goes the distance -110. People believe this goes the distance, just like me. Bene or Islam? Islam. I picked Islam. Storley to win is +135. Sounds okay, as he nearly won a muscle. So Storley decision. Shitty technique, long leg reach. Sounds like the former UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. He had servants until 9 years of age. He was high middle class in Nigeria. Yes. Gotta look into bullshit past Usman and Ghana before saying respect them for those things. You can call it that way. Storley decision. I like that. So just a second. Okay. And we are having normal chit chat. Okay, you can ask whatever you want. Let's go with the normal chit chat. Let me put the glove on and let's rock and roll. I like putting this glove on. Nagano, the least bullshitting out of them. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, I picked Islam to defeat Green. I want Green to win, but I'm a fan of Green, but I don't see him winning. So there you go, guys. This is my UFC glove, inked by Jake Ellenberger. So right now, I could even take some photos, but maybe I'm gonna do one. Where is this? Hold on, I'm gonna need this. Yeah, I'm gonna need this. Yes, I'm gonna need that one. So yeah, you're right about that, Ilya. Like Ngannou came from how you say, he didn't have money. He didn't have money, and if you look at their past, that's something that might actually create a big problem because when you were having too much comfort in your life, then you might relax too much when you reach the top. But if you have never had comfort in your life, then you might not have the greatest day of your. You might not have the greatest time of your life. That's definite. That's definitely true. I have to back you up. Grace inside the distance. If Grace inside the distance, then let me check how much is Gracie via submission. If you think Gracie inside the distance, then only method I see is a submission. Let me see how much is Gracie submission. It's a good value. Gracie submission plus 150. Plus 150 Gracie submission. I hope you like my UFC glove. Got a new one and also this key lock I got. So that's also something I really much enjoy. 3 African inside distance will be more. Okay, let's check. 3 African champs, 3 robberies, 3 49-46 scorecards. First time in 26 years, while much more population. Inside the distance. Let me see how much is going to be. Grace inside the distance. Oh. Whoa. You're a magician, man. Grace inside the distance plus 163. You are wise, man. You are wise guy, Devon. Plus 163, believe me. Grace inside the distance. You are very wise. How did you know? How did you know it's gonna be a greater odd? Like inside the distance and submission win. Yeah, still like the odds better than Storley. Okay, if it's Neyman Gracie again inside the distance, then go for it. Like that's a very good odd. Because if he wins inside the distance, the only method, one and only method I see is a submission. But inside the distance, that's a good odd, very good odd. Why is Jones still in pound for pound? If he is in it, then he should be at number 1. If he is inactive, then just take him out and give him number 1 if he wins. Well, I don't know why is he still. I don't know why is he still here. I really don't know. I don't understand. The guy is not active. He is totally inactive, and that's something that irritates me too. In the first place, that's something that irritates me too. That's I don't understand why is that function that way. Also, this pound for pound list. I don't know how they create it, but at least to get on a pound for pound spot, you should at least be a ranked fighter. If I'm wrong, you can always correct me, but you should be active fighter to reach that list. And the way I see on that list, we don't see We don't see many active fighters on that list. Also, Conor was tested 4 times in 1.5 months in 2022. I don't know why. I don't know what they plan to do. I don't know what they plan to do with Conor. They just want him because of money. That's something. Best 3 picks on Bellator 274. Bates. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you now. Bates to win. Who am I most confident of? Bates to win. Gozale to win. Those 3 for me. Like if I must pick 3 straight parlays, I'm gonna go with 3 of those guys. If I must go for a 3-leg parlay. I'm a bit scared about Ward fight time. I just have a bad feeling. Can't explain it, but I just have a very, very bad feeling. Mandel now, Nick Brown could have gone either way. Herbert, Newman. I mean, Newman should get it because he's a wrestler, but again, Herbert has strong punches. Maybe he can catch him. You'll never know. Also, I'm confident in Piccolotti to defeat Karakhanyan. And I'm kind of confident in Koreshkov. I'm actually more confident in Koreshkov to defeat Chance Rencontre, and also confident in Piccolotti to defeat Karakhanyan. If that's what you're asking for, yes, I'm more confident in those guys. I have a high level of confidence in those guys. But it's true that I was really much enjoying watching those guys, enjoying having fun. And Triple J, Justin, Jordan, Jalen. Oh, Triple J. Well, I think I like that one. Justin, Jordan, J. Man, Justin, Jordan, and J was Justin, Jordan, J. Whoa, that's great. Great triple, man. Justin, Jordan, and Jalen. That's actually one of the greatest tips I've ever heard. Justin, Jordan, Jalen. I like that one. Gozale. You mean Aviv Gozale? Yeah. If he wins, it's probably submission. So Aviv Gonzalez inside the distance should bring very, very decent value here. At least I hope it's gonna bring a decent value into this fight. I hope at least, but I mean it should be a big value. Like submission should bring a plus, or even Aviv inside the distance is still minus. So, but yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident in Aviv Gozale to win. I do believe that he has a good faith and good belief of winning that fight. I think he has a very, very decent chance to win the fight. So if you ask me, yes, Aviv Gozale for the victory. For the victory is definitely going to work for me. And of course, it's going to work also for my signed club. That's something I pretty much enjoy around here. So, yeah, let's rock and roll. Definitely, let's rock and roll. And it's true that to some point, Triple J also makes sense to me. You're asking me like about Triple J. Triple J in that case is definitely leaving a positive impression on me. That Triple J odd definitely giving me a positive impression. Yeah, you are right. I do have a positive impression on that one. The greatest chances for the upset. Greatest chances for the upset. Now you're gonna disagree with me heavily, but I mean Justin Kish, Anna Bennett. That's pretty much close line. I think Brandon Bell has decent chances to upset his opponent. I think Anna Bennett and Storley. Anna Bennett and Storley. Greatest chances for the upset. Can he win? Well, if Gracie wins, it has to be a submission. So I'm also was unable to finish Storley. So I don't honestly. If the fight advances into rounds 4 and 5, I doubt Gracie is going to win via submission. It has to be some submission win in round 1, 2, maybe. But I'm also was unable to finish him. Of course, Gracie is a better BJJ fighter than him. Yes, he can, but in earlier rounds, if the fight advances into rounds 4 and 5, it's hard to believe that Gracie is going to win. He needs early. He needs win inside the first 2.5 rounds. Because against Rory McDonald, for example, Gracie was slowing down in later rounds. That's something I kind of afraid of. He was super great in the first 3 rounds. Yes, he has a very good chance if he wins in the first 2-3 rounds. He has a very good chance. I'm just afraid what's going to happen with Gracie if the fight advances into rounds 4 and 5. I do afraid of that because against Rory McDonald, he started to slow down in championship rounds. And it was a super competitive fight for the first 3 rounds. And even if he won all 3 rounds, all the first 3 rounds, I would have nothing against it. He was extremely, extremely competitive within the first 3 rounds. But this is a 5-rounder, and I think it's 5-rounder, right? In Bellator, main events are 5-rounders now. So I'm scared because of the fact this is a 5-rounder. It kind of scares me. I'm not saying that it is... I'm not saying, if Gracie wins, go with Gracie inside the distance. It's plus 163, which is very, very, very good odd. Because that's the best you can get with Gracie. Gracie will not knock him out. There's no chance Gracie wins via KO. TKO, also hard to believe. Very hard to finish Storley on the ground unless you're going for a submission. So, if you want to risk with Gracie inside the distance is a very, very good risk. I mean, according to my mind, again, maybe I'm making a mistake, but I'm just saying, according to my mind, what could be the best option to choose. I like your picks too. Thank you, man. Yeah, I like your ideas too because listen, for example, when I disagree with somebody who follows the channel, it's good for numerous reasons. Because if you have different way to view the fight, it might open up some new angles. So I like when opinions are different, but when you have good arguments for your opinions. So it's okay, absolutely. I got nothing against people who think differently. That's okay. It's completely okay. Because, one-dimensionality is the worst thing a man can have in life. For example, the guys who know everything, well, they are going to get stuck. They will realize they know nothing. For example, I'm going to tell you one story. I consider myself a very good striker. But I started training at a local MMA dojo 3-4 years ago. I wanted to learn to wrestle. That's what I wanted to learn. And I'm still learning to wrestle because I have never wrestled before. But the point is, when I came there, I realized that my counter striking is excellent, but my offensive striking is pretty much terrible because I cannot move to the side when I strike offensively. So I'm trying to improve that right now. Of course, I have never wrestled before, so you can always learn something new. Even in betting, if somebody sees it differently, it might actually open your eyes, or it might give you different ideas. I have a friend named Brandon Bell, almost the same name. I still didn't bet on him, but he does have a decent chance to win. I think he has good chance for the upset. Now, I know you are probably laughing your ass off, but I am really not confident in Ward. I have a very bad feeling about that fight. I don't know how to describe that, but I just have a very bad feeling. I just feel something is wrong. I would like to explain with that feeling, but I just have that inner feeling that something is wrong. Something inside of me is telling me that something is wrong about that fight. I would like if I could describe that in more words, but I simply have a very bad feeling. I simply think something bad could happen in that fight. I have a feeling for potential upset. I don't think Ward is that better than Bell. Oh, thank you. I don't think Ward is that better than Bell. If you know what I mean. But there is a chance. There is always a chance of pulling out an upset. And for example, that Koreshko fight, I believe Koreshko wins, but I'm not confident in Koreshko finishing the fight. Like Koreshko decision sounds more probable to me. See domination on the end of Koreshko, and that's it. Also, I see Piccolotti dominating Karakanian. I just think Karakanian a bit out of shape right now. Devion Franklin has decent chances to win the fight. I see Devion Franklin as a guy with decent chances to win the fight. Maybe he can pull out an upset too. If he scores an early stoppage or something like that. He has good chances. So, yeah, you can put me on that bandwagon if you know what I mean. Just rock and roll, put me on that bandwagon, and that's gonna be a fabulous way to go. Oh, seems that's awesome. That's really much awesome. I just got a comment right now, so that's okay. Pretty much okay. Just received one comment on IG. So about this Bellator, this card, I actually did a breakdown, so I can chat for like 12, 20 minutes more. So ask me questions if you want to, please. Agreed. Yeah. He does have a decent chance to win. I'm just telling you, Devon, I have a very bad feeling about that fight. I just feel something is wrong, you know. I'm going to see Jorge and Covington fight in Las Vegas. Who do you think will win? I think I'm going to go with Covington because of his great wrestling. I think Covington has better wrestling than Jorge Masvidal. And I believe he might hold him against the cage for 5 rounds. Plus, I see Covington as a more volume striker, while Jorge Masvidal is a one-punch power guy. I think Colby Covington potentially with a decision. Or if you're going to go for the upset, then go Jorge stoppage. Don't see Jorge stopping him, but if you want to go for the upset, if it goes the distance, absolutely Colby. Absolutely Colby. If the fight goes the distance, then absolutely Colby. Colby is way better when it comes to cardio, but Masvidal, I mean, just remember that Till fight. Yeah. No need to talk more. Just remember that Till fight, that combo that landed clean. That combo pretty much landed clean. So I have a feeling we might see something. I have a feeling we might see something good coming up here. Yeah, I also agree. I hope that fight is gonna be outstanding. I'm pretty much happy because somebody can watch those fights. That's awesome. Very much awesome. At least you're gonna enjoy. I think so. Really good chance anyway. Yes, Covington distance might actually be -2. It's gonna be minus value. Will Hamzat be UFC champion? Right now, that's a hard question because you have Covington, a guy with endless cardio and excellent wrestling. You have Usman, a guy with great cardio and excellent wrestling. You have Gilbert Burns, one of the best jitser and submission wrestler. If he wins Burns, I give him 80% to become the UFC champ, if he wins Burns. If you're asking me about 185, I think he's not gonna have much of a hard time becoming the champ. I think his route to the title is way easier at 185 because I believe he can out wrestle Derek Brunson. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Nana La Rogue, thank you so much for the super chat. And I do believe there is a very, very good chance for Hamzat to win title at 185 because he has very good chances of out wrestling Adesanya. Also, good chances of out wrestling Whittaker. Brunson cannot out wrestle him. Cannonier could be a tricky pick because Cannonier's takedown defense is excellent. Sean Strickland could be a very tricky pick because Strickland offers extremely great takedown defense, and as well as you've seen, Sean Strickland fought against Court McGee, one of the best cage control specialists, and all 13 was Court McGee's score when it comes to takedown offense, to takedown attempts. Sean Strickland stuffed 13 takedowns to one of the people with the best takedown offense game. It speaks a lot. I know Court McGee has always been a gatekeeper, a boring fighter, a guy you don't like to see. Yeah, a guy you don't like to see in the ring because you're gonna say, "Oh man, this fight is gonna be so boring. This is going to be, a snoozer. Sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep." etc. That's true, but name me one fighter who stuffed 13 Court McGee's takedowns. I don't remember that guy. And I watched Court McGee since UFC beginnings. So I think Strickland could actually be a very, very hard pick. Were you surprised Amanda Nunes lost to Juliana Pena? Yes, I was surprised because when they started brawling, I'm going to tell you how I was watching to that fight. I was thinking Amanda Nunes will start to brawl early on against Juliana Pena. And I'm going to exactly describe you what I predicted. When you throw that weaving overhand right, you see, it wastes a lot of energy. And when Amanda Nunes throws it, you have this normal version, but Amanda Nunes does a step to her right. And you see, this and this. She is moving out of the central line. So it wastes twice to 3 times more energy than a normal overhand. And I was afraid that Amanda was gonna guess if the fight advances into round 2, because she is spending a lot of energy on that strike. I'm just talking technically. And I said to myself, I think Amanda is going to win, but I'm afraid what's gonna happen if the fight advances into round 3 or round 2. Because when you constantly spam very strong overhands, and when you move off the central line, it wastes a lot of your energy. So I was afraid of that, but I was surprised. Yes, I was surprised. I picked Nunes to win, but I was surprised when the round 1 ended. I said, oh man, something is bad. When I've seen Nunes, have you seen, if you rewatch that fight, have you seen Nunes walking towards the bench after round 1? Her legs were kind of wobbly. She didn't feel well. She was not fresh. Peña was fresh. And when I've seen that, I started panicking, honestly. A little, but she did just have a baby, so she probably been really stressed, had a lot going on. I think she wins in the rematch, to be honest. But never know, she been around for a while. Be nice for new champ scenery. Yeah. Just did 25 minutes with Bucky. He's ready. That's awesome. Awesome, Otis. Thank you so much for stopping by. Maybe she was here. Maybe that's because of baby. Okay, Devon. Maybe that's because of baby. Unfortunately, I don't have kids, so I cannot say whether that's true or not. You probably know that better than me. Maybe you are right. Maybe, they say baby is the greatest stress and the greatest happiness. So, maybe you are right. There is a good chance that you are right. Again, when I've seen her, walking towards the bench, it was not that Amanda Nunes, and it was Amanda Nunes like this. I said to myself, I think she is gassed. And one of my fans told me, no, she is not gassed, she is just faking. I said, no, Amanda is guessing. Something is wrong. She probably overthrew in round 1. I think she was throwing too many strikes. She wanted that KO by any means necessary, and I think it ricocheted off her head, because when you waste too much energy in round 1, you're gonna be gassed for the next 4 rounds, and she was probably expecting an early KO. Yeah, she was definitely gassed. Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Open your UFC on Fight Pass and rewatch after round 1. The moment between round 1 and round 2. After round 1, rewatch Amanda Nunes walking towards the bench, and rewatch Amanda Nunes at the beginning of round 2 going towards her opponent. And read her body language. I mean, it's not hard. I believe you're die-hard UFC fans, so you can read. These are very small signs, but it's not hard to read it. When she was walking, her legs were doing this. You see, she was not holding the line. And when I've seen that, I was scared. I was prior to the match, I said Nunes wins. I was confident. But when I've seen that, I was like, oh. I just said, oh. Something is wrong. And when she threw 2 more overhands, and her motorics was like this, irregular techniques, well, then I started panicking. Because Peña was constantly in her guard. I'm not right-handed, so just forgive me if I'm not showing properly. Peña was in her guard, 1, 2, she's like crisp, 1, 2, crisp, 1, crisp, 3, crisp. And Nunes, 1, 2, she recovers for a second. 1, 2, she recovers for a second. I'm like, what the heck? And then I knew something bad was going to happen. When I've seen that she was having a hard time returning her hand to the starting position when she needed 1 second after big weaving overhand right with a step away from the central line, I said, well, something bad is going to happen. and she lost that fight. So this is how I felt throughout the fight. I'm describing how I was feeling through that fight. In round 1, I was very confident until the end of minute 4. When minute 4 ended, when I've seen Amanda's body language, I said, okay, maybe she will stop throwing such a high volume of strikes. But she continued throwing hard strikes, and I am telling you, between the rounds, I started panicking. That was not the greatest way to go. That's not something I enjoyed. And that really wasn't something I enjoyed. But again, there are some things when you just have to say to yourself, well, maybe she made a mistake. Maybe she was stressed because of baby. Okay, maybe. But it didn't look to me like she was out of focus. It looked to me like she intentionally overthrew, like she intentionally threw more strikes than necessary in that round. I didn't watch the stats. I didn't. But from what I've seen, Amanda Nunes was brawling with Chris Cyborg. And in that brawl, she didn't throw more than 20, 30 strikes. 3 or 4 strikes dropped Chris Cyborg. I think 4th knockdown was a stoppage. In this fight against Peña, she threw way, way more than 60 strikes. Did any of them hurt Peña badly? Only one. She was rocked only once. Did you notice when Tony Ferguson doesn't give his strong bull, he loses? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And as a die-hard fan of Tony Ferguson, it is breaking my heart. Unfortunately, Nana, he is out of his prime, so it additionally breaks my heart. I would like to see Conor versus Tony. I want him to get a big paycheck and to retire. He is past his prime. He can't be an elite fighter anymore, and every single time I see him losing the fight, it is breaking my heart. Every single time. I even made Tony Ferguson video of strange training methods. Hold on, I'm gonna send you that video. Top 10 Tony. Yes, I made that video, and this guy is really breaking my heart because he is the most original guy in the history of this sport when it comes to his training sessions. Please watch this video and see what does it mean to be a huge fan of Tony Ferguson. There you go. Strength conditioning moments of Tony Ferguson. Also, this lovely glove. No, this is inked by Jake Ellenberger, so just know. I'm trying to have as many equipment as possible because I want to be I'm a real fan of this sport. My name, Vladimir is my name. Oh, thank you. And I have this, look at this key lock. See? I don't know whether you can see it. Can I rotate it? Or maybe like this. You see UFC Fight Club. Maybe like this to rotate. This is UFC Fight Club key lock. My name is Vladimir. You can say Vlad if it's easier for you. Majority of people call me Vlad, so. Or my initial, like, I'm the Bulgarian Cowboy. This is my nickname, but Vlad is fine. Majority of people call me Vlad. Oh, score. Thank you. I do have that. I do have some other items, but these are the ones I've got today. So, you know, respect to everybody who loves the greatest sport in the world. Maybe my future mod is busy. I was waiting for James, but okay, then I'm gonna give him one tomorrow if the guy is busy. The guy is probably working. So this is, you see, Bulgarian merch. These are my merch items. Have t-shirts. Not much of a merch right now at the moment. I think I only have t-shirts available and some Bulgarian anthems, and right now that's it. But I'm trying to, to collect the best things from this sport and to stay with the greatest fans. Also partnered with the MMA halls. They're like, they are my second home. I love them so much. And I'm good with majority of people from the greatest community in the world, like the MMA community. It's the greatest community in the world, for me at least. Very, very, very many positive people, and they don't care where you come from. They respect you. They respect you no matter where you come from. So I think I like that pretty much. And also about Tony Ferguson. Yeah, I think you're gonna like that video because Tony Ferguson was kicking metal objects and pitching, baseball pitching, throwing baseball ball. Why was he doing this? I guess only he knows. I own 2 life-size Conor McGregor cutouts and 1 Dana White life-size cutouts. That's awesome. Awesome. Oh, yeah, awesome. Awesome. I knew you're gonna like it. Well, for now, I have this key lock and this glove, but of course, in my state, it is impossible to buy it. So when I have fans all around the world, if they send something, I'm always eager. I'm always eager for it. So any item, it's like in my state, you can't purchase it. I live in Serbia, and it's like, it's hard to get it, but if you have friends all around the globe that they give you a hand. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, that's shin conditioning by Tony Ferguson. He was kicking metal objects. But yeah, this guy from Great Britain, he sent me this, and he doesn't want to tell me where did he buy these items. So yeah, I see your comment, Devon Brown. Hold on. I'm responding to your comment on Islam Akacha versus Bobby Green. I think it makes sense to me 100%. That absolutely makes sense. Easy money, yeah. But if you want to put like $1 on Bobby Green, he's going to be a massive underdog. So there's always a chance of returning the money. And like, if you want to go very risky, you can put maybe half a unit on Bobby Green via KO, TKO, because that's the only possible method for him to win. And you can put maybe 6 units, 8 units on Makachev. And again, yeah. Will Ngannou leave, join Eagle? I do think that Ngannou is purchasing money right now. I don't think he wants to stay in the UFC any longer because Ngannou's dream has always been boxing. Does he want to box for a lot of money? Yes. Does he want to join Eagle? How much money can Khabib offer? That's my question to you. I'm responding with a question, but how much money can Khabib offer to him? Dana White offered him $600K. Can Khabib offer more? If he can, why not? Do they like knockout artists at Eagle FC? Well, not quite. Not quite, I think. I think Eagle FC is more pushing wrestlers than heavy strikers. Can Showtime offer more money? Yes. Are they going to offer him a lot of money to box Fury or some other boxer in the fight he will probably lose? Yes, they will. They are eager for it. They say a lot and he can box. Yes, I know he can box, but might live, but not for Eagle. My question is, how much money are they going to offer to Ngannou? That's my question. If you can answer that question, then I can give you the probability of leaving or staying. So that is my question to you. How much money are they going to offer to him? It has to be more than 600K because Dana doesn't want to give him more money for winning the title, which is okay. That's not bad amount of money, but for UFC heavyweight champ, like heavyweight, is it enough? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is the most popular division, but he's not bringing the greatest number of pay-per-views. He's not, maybe isn't the pay-per-view guy, but he brought a lot of attention because of his beef with UFC. I mean, negative publicity is sometimes very good because I know this from the experience of Conor McGregor and Khabib. A lot of Conor McGregor's haters purchased that pay-per-view. I have one friend who is 100% Conor McGregor hater. He bought that pay-per-view. And I asked him, why did you buy that when you never buy pay-per-views? I mean, why did you do that? And he said, I wanted to see Conor McGregor suffer. And I said to myself, okay, a hater bought that pay-per-view. So it was a good move by Conor. I mean, if we're gonna discuss the economical aspect of the game, it was a great move by Conor because he dragged so many haters towards himself, but sold way more pay-per-views. So I think economically it was a wonderful marketing move by Conor McGregor. And Francis Ngannou is not a guy who can have thousands of haters. He's pretty much, he's not in good relationships with Dana White, but you don't see bad blood between him and Cyril Gane, for example. I know that he had a beef with his former coach, Fernand Lopez, because I interviewed him, but Conor is going to give you something nobody gives you. It's like, it's the thrill of the fight. It's the fun of the trash talk. It's the fun of the pre-fight talk. Other guys, they can argue, but Conor pushed all of that on the next level every single time. See a lot of lesbians in the UFC, but no openly gay men. Two fighters strike me as having sugar in their tanks, but they don't come out. Yes, I know. Oh, hello, Ginge. Send me message on Twitter. Ginge, send me message on Twitter, okay? Now send me message on Twitter, okay? But they don't come out. Oh, thank you for becoming my chat, Nina, my chat member, Nina. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me, really. Nana, sorry, I misspelled. Yes, for example, Tesha Torres is very often responding to my comments. Okay, that's you. Hold on, James. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Promise fulfilled. Ginge, start typing. All right. Thank you so much for becoming my member. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And let me see. Ginge, start typing, man. Yeah. It's like, for example, Tesha Torres. I'm gonna show you right now something. No problem, James. You're my mod right now. I'm gonna show you something from my Instagram. For example, Tesha is very often replying my comments. So hold on. I'm showing you something. Just wait a second. I need to take this phone off. See? Can you see this? What is wrong with this? Hold on. I'm gonna do No, maybe. No, bad light. I don't know how to show it. No, even worse light. Love that name. Yeah. But it says Tesha Torres here. I can't upload the photo, but Tesha is the phone is too bright. Yes. Let me try. How much is that brightness level? That's problem. It has auto bright reduction. Now, maybe now I will be able to show. Hold on. Do you see now, Tesha Torres? Do you see now, Tesha Torres? You see Tesha Torres replying to your comment. Tesha Torres likes your comment. Tesha Torres hits a comment. Do you see that? So she's responding to many of my comments. Dark mode. I'm trying. I don't know how to put it. Now? Maybe this is better. You see Tesha Torres commented. Do you see now? Tesha Torres mentions me in a comment. This is my Vladimir Zek Vladislavljevic. This is my... I think it's better now. You see it, Devon. So Tesha is very often responding to my comments. I'm pretty much in good relationships with Tesha. I'm also a fan, but I'm just telling that, yeah, there are many fighters, but Tesha very often responds to my comments. So that's something, yeah, you see it. I'm glad you saw it. So, I mean, she's pretty much respectful if you're a real fan, and she knows that I'm a fan. So, yes, that's cool. Yeah. You see it. My phone is automatically setting this mode, so that's a big problem with my phone. I don't know how to affect it. It's automatical regulation. I can't affect that. It has some stupid setting. Hold on. No. I know what's the problem. I know. I discovered what's the problem. Okay, I can regulate on my own. Tesha is my mate's favorite fighter. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I know what's the problem. Sorry, I just purchased this phone 15 days ago. So, yeah. This is Xiaomi, actually. So, I used to have Huawei my whole life. So, this is still... I'm trying to make a transition. Tesha is my fan. Yeah. I also gave you a sub, Nana. I subscribed your channel, just to know. But yes, Tesha is one of my favorite female fighters. But my favorite female fighters are, I'm gonna tell you. First is Holly Holm and Valentina Shevchenko. Then Tesha Torres, number 3. Number 3 is Tesha Torres. Holly Holm and Valentina Shevchenko are number 1. Kind of hard to decide which one. Both of them are masters of left high kick, just like me. Valentina Shevchenko has more similar fighting style to me, so I would definitively pick Valentina Shevchenko. For number 1, if I really must make a choice, but it would be heartbreaking for me to make a choice between two of my favorite ring warriors. It would be heartbreaking because I love both of them. Oh, thank you. No problem. You deserved. I like respectful people. And I gave Ginge mod because of his respectful actions. So it's like he sent me this, you see? He sent me this and he gave me these things. So it's really much, it's really much a massive sign of respect. So yeah, it does mean a lot to me. It really much does mean a lot to me because So always appreciated, Getting respect, it's very much rare nowadays. People lost their, people lost the way they respect other people. It's all about some other things nowadays, and I'm happy, I'm happy to have the greatest community in the world. That's something that pretty much inspires me. And today I woke up pretty much sad, and Ginge made my day, you made my day. So today I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep happy today. I'm going to go very much happy to sleep today, which is definitively another reason to push this story and to stay active. Also, I've been in MMA gym today. I'm also working. I'm learning to wrestle because I have never wrestled before. I'm improving some striking techniques, trying to move to the side, trying to understand some fighters. Yes, I'm happy right now. How is Loki doing? How is your puppy doing right now? I mean, is he puppy now or he's a grown dog? He looks pretty much happy on the videos you sent me. Well, where is your address? I want to send something too. Send me email, so I will send you that. But if you can, just please send me email because I don't wanna, I don't, publicly. Just send me email, and I will respond with that. I will send you all the details. I'm waiting on my email. Okay. Whatever works better for you. 3.5. He's very happy as I just come back from shopping. He just had a cinnamon swirl. Oh, that's awesome. You can either email me or follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you back. Whatever works better for you. I'm not much active on other social media. I mean, I do check Twitter, but I'm not that much active. Ginge knows that. Sometimes he waits for 5, 6, 10 hours to reply. I'm only using Twitter when I'm pushing my odds. Did you see Herb Dean mess up and touch the fighter? Yes, I've seen that. Pretty much messed up, man. I don't know. Herb Dean is such a great referee. Why did he do that? I don't know why did he do that. Honestly, got no idea. I've seen that, but I was in shock when I've seen that. I was like, why? I mean, the best guy. I wait 5, 6 weeks for a reply, not hours. Well, you are right. I don't use Twitter much. I'm like, sometimes I reply instantly when I'm posting odds, But when I don't post odds, I don't see Twitter message because I'm focused on that odds and I instantly close it. And like on Instagram or email, I always see. So it's a greater chance that I will reply. On Twitter, I only post Twitter, when I put early prediction and okay, I must take those fighters, you're like, you reply quick enough. Well, sometimes I reply on Twitter after 10 hours. Sometimes. But for Twitter, I really don't use it much unless when I post odds. Who is your favorite ref? Nowadays or since the beginning of UFC? All the time McCarthy and Goddard. I'm also more historian. Did you watch the rest of James and Joy's stream? Unfortunately, I didn't. I will rewatch that tomorrow, I promise. Did James mention me? John Carpenter before, I bet. Yes, I like John Carpenter. Now Mark Smith now and Mark Goddard. Yes, he called you one of his favorite YouTubers. I will have to rewatch that. I will rewatch tomorrow, I promise. Nowadays, I'm very, very... I'm drinking those meds because of my health issues, and I'm already pretty much sleepy, but I will stay a bit longer. Yeah, of course, I will watch it. I will watch that tomorrow if he leaves it. Writing. Well, of course, I'm a huge fan of James Lynch's cat, and I'm a huge fan of James Lynch. As a person. He is very respectful, very, very respectful guy. And Nana, about that address, just either email me or follow me on Instagram and send me on Instagram message, whatever works for you, and I will respond. Just tell me that's you, and that's it. No problem about that. They got good chemistry. Yes, they do. They actually do. I mean, you can also try out, but like on Twitter, I'm not super active on Twitter, so you might wait longer to respond. Sometimes I don't even open Twitter for a whole day, only when I post bets, and that's basically it. Yes, they have very good chemistry. I will check that out tomorrow. I promise to check that out tomorrow, James. Tomorrow when I wake up, I hope it will be live. Yeah. Just scoop me a message, and that's okay. James knows exactly where he's headed. He controls his stream well. What do you mean by controls? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what do you mean by that. I mean, every time I watch James, it's pretty much relaxing stream for me when I watch James. Joy more discusses with fans. He's more like me. He likes to discuss. I like Bertram. I don't tweet. Okay, no problem. Instagram or email, whatever. I use Twitter only because I must share my predictions. That's one and only reason. I'm not a Twitter fan. Also, I like Mike Beltran. I do like Mike Beltran also. Not my top 3 ref, but maybe top 5. Yeah, I tweet only when I have to. I'm not a Twitter fan, if that means something to you. I mean, he doesn't get lost in thought. He knows what direction he's going. Really? I haven't noticed that. No, I haven't noticed that. But maybe I will start noticing with the spirit of Jake Ellenberger. James. People are asking, how did you get this? I just said he doesn't want to tell me, so I can't reveal that because I don't know. But you got it, and you know how, and that's awesome. Because it's in my possession nowadays. But it's awesome, really much awesome. I love it. He's very focused and professional. Yes, James is extremely professional. I'm more like, I'm more fanboy than James. Do you understand what am I meaning by that? James is extremely focused on professionality, on strictness. I don't call it wrong. Maybe he has to because of his job, because of his profession. Maybe he has to do it that way. But the problem with that is the fact if I would try to behave like that, that wouldn't be me. So I like to be more, how you say, I like to be more sketchy than James, but that's just me. That's just me. For example, Joy and James have a very good chemistry. I would have very good chemistry, for example, with Moss from the MMA halls. We have very good chemistry. He is at a very high level. He should be on TV. Yes, I think he worked on TV in the past. He told me in an interview when we had it like 2 years ago. I also have to say that James Lynch, for example, he is behaving extremely professionally, but I would have I would have good chemistry with Moss from the MMA halls because we like to make jokes and we like to stay fun. We like fun overall. My husband and I always enjoy the one ref that looks and moves like Curious George the monkey. Really? Oh, really? Let me guess. This is... Stop! 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 Is that the guy? The guy with like... I know one referee who was making me laugh all the time, but I forgot his name. That was the one, with very big focused eyes. But I forgot his name, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember, but not working today. My brain is kind of out of function today. Sorry. Yeah, James should be definitely on TV. Laughing hard. Yeah, that... Let me see the name. I think I know. Not that guy. Steve Willis. That guy is the funniest to me. Not Steve Willis. Then who is then? That guy is the funniest to me, like. Then it's probably someone else. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe Steve Willis, but maybe she's mentioning someone else. Maybe Nana is mentioning somebody else. Probably. Who could that be? Wondering now who could that be? Moves like Curious George the monkey. The problem is I've seen that ref, but I don't remember the name. Sorry. Kinda my brain is like blocked at the moment. Sorry. Right. Yeah. Not sure that I know who's the ref. But anyway, fun is the first thing. Jason Herzog. Yes, I like Jason Herzog. But he is my ref number 5. So here is how my list goes right now. Mark Smith, Mark Goddard. Hold on, Mark Smith, Mark Goddard. Jason Herzog is number 5. I like McCarthy from previous, Beltran, and Herzog number 5. But if they ref UFC, I would put them higher on the list, absolutely. But I can't watch them enough, and it irritates me sometimes. Like Mark Smith could have refed 90 bouts. Herb Dean could have refed so many bouts. Jason Herzog was many times the third man inside the octagon. But I was unable to watch Movahedi and Roberts. And do you remember when Leon Roberts choked out Matthias Frederick? It happened in Cage Warriors when Matthias Frederick didn't want to stop punching unconscious opponent on the ground. Leon Roberts demonstrated his BJJ skills and choked him out via rare naked choke. It was a great way to... It was a great way to finish or to stop the fight. I mean, he waving off didn't help, so he choked the fighter out. Yeah, they are very underrated, especially Dan Movahedi. Dan Movahedi actually impressed me after that fight between Modestas Bakauskas and Andreas Michailidis, when Modestas unloaded 10-4 elbows against the cage on Andreas Michailidis. And Michailidis protested about elbows to the back of the head. And when you return the video, when I rewatched at UFC on Fight Pass, I've seen that these were not 12-6, but 10-4. And Modestas also described that in an interview with me. And it was not to the back of the head, it was to the side of the head. And then Movahedi claimed that strikes were perfectly legal, and he saw that very well because Modestas was sandwiched against the fence. So he saw that very well. And then Movahedi shocked me back then because 50% of referees would probably disqualify Modestas because Michailidis was unable to continue. He was probably expecting that the referee is going to see dirty move, and he was probably hoping he was going to get that fight via TKO, but I think it is Musashi card 275 or 276, I believe. Is it 275 or 276? I'm not sure right now. I'm going to have to check. Give me a few seconds. Bellator. Just a second. Musashi Vanderford. Oh. Yeah, it's Musashi Vanderford. When will this start, man? What? Brett Jones fighting on the preliminary card? What the heck? Which idiot made this schedule? How can Brett Jones fight on the preliminary card? Is this some kind of a fucking joke? Austin Vanderford fighting Jagar Musashi for middleweight title. Can somebody kill me, please? But the guy only has 11 wins. What the fuck? Do you think the fights would be better with 5 judges? Hold on, I'm thinking. Okay, just wait a second, please. Yes, I know your old neighbor is starting the prelims. Just I'm thinking. I'm gonna write you. Pozdrav, brat. That's my response to you, Nana. 5 judges who must have prior fight experience, absolutely. Hill ili Walker. Da ti kažem nešto, no distance bih rekao. I would say no distance for that fight. Not going the distance. Somebody gets knocked out. Walker. Hard to pick a side, but Walker. I know I initially picked Hill, but let's say Walker now. Yeah, 5 judges who must have prior fighting experience. But must have. This is like mandatory. Must have fighting experience. In soccer, you don't have to have playing experience, but you progress slower if you don't have it. I knew the Black Beast would lose just from his interviews before the fight. He sounds like he wants to be a gatekeeper. The greatest problem of the Black Beast is, I'm gonna tell you what, Muay Thai position against the fence, or that's the position prior to Muay Thai plum, when you switch from single collar clinch to Muay Thai plum. When you go with single collar clinch, Taito Ivasa does one thing very well. Have you seen how he put his hand here? So when he transitions from Muay Thai plum to single collar, he has this move good. See? This and this. And that's how he knocked him out. Lewis is having big problems with sandwiching against the cage because he keeps his hands too low and his head is very static. He's just too slow. Easier. Chimaev, ko ništa. They should go on a 2-year course, have prior fight experience, and start on a 6-month probationary period. Yeah, and 2 judges above the level of cage. In my state, we would say sky judges. Tower judges. That's how we would say in my state. Tower judges. Because they would see something different. Climb. Like the case of the umpire in tennis. Tennis judges called the umpire. Like 2 umpires above the level of the cage. And then you see everything. You covered everything. There is no way somebody goes for a sweep or transition. There is no way somebody does a move that can't be seen. Mislim da Colby, ako mu daju 3. meč, ima dobre šanse. So that would be my response to... Yeah, bird's eye view. Tennis, for example, tennis judge, the umpire, that's a great idea because that's a bird's eye. Yeah, tower judges, yeah. Bird's eye view. We need 2 judges with bird's eye view and 3 judges with regular views. So bird's eye view judges could have totally different scorecards than cage seat or cage side judges. That's one of the best theories. I also wanted to tell that in one of the videos, but now you asked me, so I think that's actually very smart idea. To ne znam šta ti kažem, stvarno. Stvarno ne znam, jer... Ne znam. I wonder how much the judges get paid. I'd love to see you interview Sal D'Amato. How can I get in touch with him? This is how much they got for about McGregor bout versus Khabib. $1,600, which is... A za Soldića ne znam šta ti kažem. Ne znam, jer KSV, neko kad prođe iz KSV-a, neko bude neko bude savršen kao Gamrot, a neko samo šljosne dole, ne znam. Nadam se da može dobro, ne znam. So, I would like to see also. I know that for McGregor bout, they got $1,600, but I doubt they get astronomical prizes. I don't think they're going to get astronomical prizes, though. We will try. We'll absolutely try. All right, guys. Thank you for this stream. And Nana, please, you can add me or IG or via email, whatever works for you, and I will send you that the piece of paper you need. I must go now. So thank you for becoming a member, and thank you so much for the support to everyone. And have a great day, everyone. Unfortunately, it's 11 p.m. here, and I'm on some kind of meds. So, like at 11 p.m., I'm already, very much down. But I'm staying up all night when the UFC airs, so no worries. Tomorrow, I will follow the veins. I will do last-minute picks and predictions. And good night to you too. And have a great day, everyone. Night. Catch you later. Tomorrow for veins, join. You did? Where? Email or? Hold on. Email or? I don't see an email. You did. Then Instagram. Hold on. Just to see, I'm going. I have a new follow. Okay. I have a new follow. Yes, I've seen. I have a new follow. Okay, I followed you back. So have a great day, great night, and catch you later.